How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Cherokee Ronnie, and today we're going to be talking about WD-40, and not only the regular WD-40. We got different WD-40s here with us today. This is the non-aerosol. I love this this can instead of the aerosol can. I actually spray this on the undercarriage of my Cherokee and the Wrangler, not the frame or not the unibody, but the axles. And the underneath body itself before I hit mud holes or stuff like that. And not only does it help mud slide off, it kind of repels water and mud a little bit, but it also makes the axles look new, fresh, and great. And I know a lot of people say, oh, don't spray that stuff down there, it'll swell the hoses on your brake lines and all that stuff. Well, I'm not spraying it on my brake lines, or I'm not spraying it on my rotors, you know what I mean? I know where I'm spraying this stuff. I mostly just spray it on the axle and the steering components, and it just shines them up. It makes it look really, really new. And it does a great job of helping mud slide off when you wash this thing. I even use this on my razor. I spray the undercarriage of my razor, all the moving parts, the A-arms, and when I get back and spray it off, it just falls off, and it works pretty good. But this is what I use that stuff for. It works really, really great. And there's tons of other uses for it. There's things on YouTube you can clean with it and all this stuff. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, but I'm just telling you what I do with it. Another product that I use is actually WD-40 long-term corrosion inhibitor. I actually spray this on the unibody and on the frame of the Jeep, and a lot of people say, you know, that's a waste of time. What about the inside? A lot of people say use fluid film. I like fluid film. It works really, really well. But the problem I have with it, it collects a lot of dirt and it makes your frame look nasty. And if you're running lifted Cherokees and Wranglers, you see a lot of underneath parts. And when you have a clean Jeep and you have a nasty looking frame, it's just a turn off for me. So I use this stuff. It actually lasts for a while. I just spray it right on the frame, spray it all over the frame, the top, the bottom, the sides. I go all the way down and I kind of dress it up a little bit with a rag. And then I do it again, and as you can see, it beads the water off the frame, and it does great for the winter time. It keeps you know, the salt from eating it. They claim it lasts up to 1 year, and there's reviews on this where it protects bare metal really, really well. It's not as good as fluid film, but this actually dresses up the frame and makes it look new, and it gives it that shine that everybody wants. As you can see, it works good on the Dodge that I had, and it works good on the Wrangler. It makes it shine and it lasts for a while, and as you can see, it beads the salt and the water pretty good, and it just don't wash off like regular WD-40 would. A lot of people will actually spray this on their frames and stuff. People say spraying this stuff on there will make your frame rust. I've not had that problem. I love cleaning up a Jeep and actually detailing the frame and the spring buckets. I do everything. As you can see, I clean the whole underneath, and it makes it look like new. Now we're going to go back to the regular WD-40, and what I do use it on my wheels. But this leaves like a little residue behind. I just spray it on there and walk away and drive the Jeep. It may make your rims look kind of dull or nasty, but I've been doing this for the set of rims that I've had for a while, and I've not had any corrosion or any rust or anything. And when I wash the Jeep, I take a rag and I wipe it all off, and it looks like brand new underneath. So I do use these two products the most. Like I said, I use this on the unibody and the frame, and it dresses up all that stuff really, really nice. The coil buckets, the coils, I've not had rusty coils. This stuff works really well. Use this on the wheels and the undercarriage, like the body underneath and all that stuff. It just helps that stuff out. And this is a good dress up too for your axles, and you got some benefits from it also. Now these both are pretty much similar, but they're a little bit different. This is gel lube and this is white lithium. I actually use this for hinges on the door of the Jeep or the truck or whatever, and stuff like that. And I actually use this on the Razor or on the Jeep. It depends if you have a Heim joint or not. And I spray it on squeaky bushings, the white lithium grease. If you run Heim joints, they kind of get nasty and stuff in them or whatever. Bushings will make noises. I usually spray this on it, and it works really, really well. You can use this also. In my experience, I don't think it gets down in there like this does. You can spray this on there. It stops it squeaking after a little bit. It seems like when you spray this on the bushing or whatever you're putting it on, it seems to quiet it down almost instantly. So I use all these products more than some, but this is what I use WD-40 for. There's all kinds of uses for WD-40. And there's a lot of bad rap for WD-40. A lot of people say don't spray it on your paint, it takes the paint off. I've actually used it on paint. Hasn't took any finish off the vehicle. A lot of people say don't use it on your frame because it will make it rust. I've not had that problem out of all the years that I've used it. I use it as a penetrating fluid. It does great. I mean, there's so many uses for WD-40 that they have so many different varieties of it out there. It's almost like buying a monster at the store. There's just so much different products by WD-40. And believe it or not, I even use the regular WD-40 on my work boots. I get a new pair of boots, I will soak my boots in WD-40 and it beads the water like you wouldn't believe when you're in a hole, because I work at a place where I repair water lines and stuff, and I'm always in the water, and WD-40 actually helps my boots last a little bit longer and keeps my boots waterproof a lot better than a lot of competitors out there that sell stuff for waterproof boots and all that stuff. So a lot of uses for WD-40. I just wanted to share with you what I do with it. There's tons of other ways you can use WD-40. This is the most, this is what I do with it the most. That's what we explained earlier. But let me know in the comments below if you use WD-40 and what was your experience with WD-40. Like I said, fluid film in your frame works really, really great. There is a lot of feedback on fluid film. I love it. I've actually used it before, but after a while it starts looking nasty. That's why I just go ahead and use the rust inhibitor. As much as I wash my Jeep and stuff like that and keep my underneath clean, I gotta reapply that stuff anyway, so why not just make your Jeep look good and having benefits from it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm Cherokee Ronnie. Stay dirty, my friends.